Alright. There we go. What's up, all my Dragonlings? I am the Dragon God of Gaming, Damien Dragon, and welcome to Dragon Age. Well, welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. Sorry that I had to start a little late. Actually, I had my timer set for about 3, and I overslept by an hour. So I just woke up like 2 minutes ago, because I was up most of the night dealing with a problem. So we're gonna go for about 50 minutes today. I'm gonna make that up for tomorrow. We're gonna go do a game tomorrow. We're gonna have a little bit of fun. Another game. So I did want to respot this game. Hinterlands Tapestry. I don't think I need to do a lock here. Oh, it's Capture Callahan football. I mean, I know where it is. Business arrangements. There we go. Now we have to actually have something that we can go after and complete. I promise you guys that I will do a stream tomorrow, immediately tomorrow, mind you, as well. So I'm gonna go for about 45 here, which is normally around the time where I do stop the live stream. I hate when I feel this way. So give me 1 minute. Alright. I sent that on Twitter. Alright. Oh. And the problem last night was I believe that someone was stalking my fucking house. Like no cat or no raccoon is gonna make a giant thump sound in the middle of the damn night. Well, yes, they would. But not to like the freaking high level of fucking sound that the thing actually did make. Still haven't conquered that rift. What have I been doing? Ooh. Just put it in the middle of everyone and just watch it just do its magic. Which, and the funny thing is, it is magic. Don't know what's wrong with me. As I said, woke up 3 minutes ago. I'll probably end it at 30 if nobody comes in at all. Because I'm not gonna sit here and do this for an hour if nobody is actually gonna come in and join and have a little bit of fun. Actually, I may even do it shorter than that, specifically for that reason. Like, I've never went 25 minutes before someone actually comes in. Well, not legally. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do that around that time as well. So I'm gonna go 20 minutes, and if no one comes in by the 25-minute mark, I'm just gonna end off. Someone comes in at the last second, and I'll continue. Alright, let's go talk to a couple of our friends. We don't normally. We've always been about action, so I don't know why we haven't really talked to people. We really should. I mean, that's why we never got back Blackwall in the last couple episodes. I mean, I've talked to Cassandra. I don't think I've had a chance to respond to Vivian and Sarah. Which Sarah, if you guys remember correctly, is supposed to be our love interest. So let's go ahead and go talk to Sarah. Come on.
So, is it now? Oh no, it's fine, yeah. It's just I thought I figured. That would be hilarious if you were a man, right? Anyway, stopping the launch should avoid all the problems. Need things back to normal point to get going again. Another reason to
True.
Empire just needs to be sat down. I'm pretty sure the company. Yes. Why? Because someone yelled real loud. Make them prove it. They're too busy to look up where the real questions are.
What questions are those?
Me. I don't know. First things first, right? I helped you march, then people say something stupid, and everything starts to make sense again. Sound good to you? All touchy. I think I'll enjoy having you around. Kind of. Maybe. See you, Harold.
The Herald? What the Herald is? So, I piqued her interest. This is how I'm supposed to do it. No fucking way. So if I go up there now, I go under the chantry now. Oh my god, I could have had everything in the game if I just had waited a bit. If I had waited a couple seconds.
There were so many questions surrounding Farion's death. Did he think we would notice? He's killed Farion, one of our best agents, and knows where the others are. We know what must be done. Make it clean, painless if you can. We were friends of us. Glad to see traitors dealt with quickly. We'll do whatever it takes to protect our interests. I am pleased that you agree. It's good to know that protecting the Inquisition is a priority for you. Of course. I do not neglect my responsibilities. We will make the Inquisition a force to fear. Now, if you're happy, I have more work to do.
Damn. That's cold. Well, her herself, she is cold as fuck. Liliana has always been like a cold kind of character. Hello, Mador. How you doing? Well, it looks like I will be going about 30 minutes today. Well, about 40, actually. So I'm glad. No wonder. Fruit. The Black City. The Just a Bride of the Maker. Well, that's good. Again, I apologize for starting very, very, very late. I did not mean to. I was exhausted, and I feared that somebody was gonna break into my house last night. So I was up all night long. And I'm still exhausted. I would have said, hey, I will, start I'll do the live stream tomorrow and take my ball and just go back to sleep. But that's not how I operate. I don't like to do that. I promise you guys every Friday, and it's gonna happen every fucking Friday. Okay, how tired I am, if I'm awake and I'm able to sit down and play a game, I'll play it and I will do it correctly. I can always go back to sleep after I had something to eat. Yeah, but I do kind of feel bad because a lot of people that do watch like Miss Chocolate Lady, she exists on another like time frame from where I am. And what that basically means is that for me, is right now it's 4 o'clock. It wouldn't be so bad, but for her, that would be like what, going on 10, 11 o'clock, depending. So Sarah does want to go up to the Templars. What trained you? Only when I'm boasting. Let's see. Do I think DA4 is still gonna happen? Possibly. But with a lot of people leaving projects, maybe one day DA4 will, be offered up and said, okay, this is it under the BioWare license. But with how everything's been going lately, revolving around Apex, and they're kind of killing off Anthem and all these other projects because it's basically like, oh, it's actually making a lot of money. And on that note, you gotta think Sarah is supposed to be my love interest. But do I think DA4 is actually still gonna happen? Possibly. Time will tell. I hope so. I want to see how the story is capped off. Because the best part of that about it is, no matter how bad the gameplay actually is gonna be for DA4, my interest is in the story. As long as it wraps up cleanly and DA4 offers a pretty good story, You know, this is heavily story-based. You cannot fuck this up. You cannot fuck up a story-driven game. Tell the story correctly and you'll be fine. That's all. Andromeda was gonna flop regardless. They already seen that. They took Andromeda out back and shut it. I would say, what I want to say here is that Mass Effect Andromeda is its own standalone game, which it is. The original trilogy was fine. The ending of Mass Effect 3, kind of shitty, but you want something, it capstoned something. It did something. The game was epic, it was fine, so I would say the trilogy, it's still untouched. I'm glad that they, you know, took Andromeda away from the trilogy of the games. It was needed. Or that series would have died a death. Mass Effect Andromeda itself as a game sucked. Mass Effect as a whole doesn't suck. Believe me, I invested a lot of hours into Mass Effect. But, yeah, a lot of money by EA standards is it's high. And it's complicated to get into regardless. But what I can say is that if EA is smart and wise, and they've seen how Apex Legends went, I didn't play Andromeda at all. So, you're welcome. I'm one of the lucky ones that never had to experience Andromeda, because I didn't have the money to pay for Andromeda, and I didn't really care after I saw the reviews, good lord. But BioWare knows what they're doing with the game, given that they're on their own free will as a company, and let them do what they do. Let them do the thing that they're paid to do. They have atmosphere. They have a great sense of, you know, storytelling. Let them do that. It is free to play. Microtransactions is making them a good amount of money. So much so that as you've seen before, it's got a season. It has gotten its own season and a battle pass, which I want to get at one point. But speaking of which, what I'm saying is this. If it's clear enough how closely Dragon Age actually resembles Mass Effect, I mean, there's both storytelling, you know, fantasy RPGs that, well, basically opera. Basically, one is set back in ye olde times, and one is set in the far, far future. But what I can say is this. The game itself is very close to Mass Effect. The trilogies and, you know, these the sets of games for DA, which is the trilogies for Dragon Age Origins, Dragon Age 2, and Dragon Age Inquisition. Sorry, I'm still not fully here yet. If they were wise, they would leave DA4 alone. Leave BioWare, EA. I'm gonna say this now, as a man who's clocked in nearly hundreds and hundreds of hours into these games, I suggest very highly and very wisely, keep your paws off of DA4, because you will lose millions upon millions of dollars for fans of this series if you fuck up, you know, the cliffhanger of Dragon Age 4. If they're vets for GA4, then I think it will. Oh, so.
His head's cracked for 1,000 years ago. He's a bitch. She knows. Where have seen it? Or has she used to be black? And Josephine, she's as beautiful in her kind as I am. Just less nice. And colour. Suppose if you want a job, you can get bigger, so you can grow it.
Nice hand though. Exactly. They wanted to rush the release date of, you know, Andromeda because of how popular the series was getting, and they wanted to capitalize on it as quickly as possible. That was stupid. I am no businessman. Far from it. But what I can say is this. EA is not going to repeat an Andromeda catastrophe yet again. It is very stupid.
You've never been to the surface as far as I can tell. Will you self-talk?
Not at all. I studied magic for Inquisition.
I have heard about the traditions of magic among the Danish villages, but it's all flirting. In my own experience, nothing is more deadly to a young mage than a lack of knowledge, which makes the current state of things precarious. What do you imagine will happen if the servers are not restored? Do you foresee the Dalish taking us all under their wing?
I needed about 6 more to take out those bugs. Never mind 3.
Benefits no one. It must not, in order for me to see.
If only the rebels saw things so clearly. Justinian's death has shattered the balance of power and fate. If it is not restored quickly, countless lives will be lost. Mages, Templars, innocent people of all kinds now look to the Inquisition to decide their fate.
I'll try to let them down.
Failure is a luxury we cannot afford, my dear. For almost 1,000 years, the world believed it was in the hands of the maker. And now many believe you are the agent of spirit. Whatever the truth, that belief gives you power.
I used to cheat things.
I suppose we'll see. I've stolen enough from you.
Ugh. Sometimes dealing with Vivienne is kind of dealing like the stuck-up bitch that you really don't want to deal with. But yeah, BioWare needed more time than 3 months for development. That's obvious. That's obvious to anyone with an eye that's seen the game. Dalan. Adaran Atishan. It does my heart well to hear that you are safe. Our clan was visited by members of the Inquisition who spoke persuasively of the good work you are doing, and as well as the fairness with which our kind have been treated by the Inquisition itself. Seems bad, but I mean, not everyone's gonna, attach onto Anthem just as quickly. So let's hope that it does something with it. You know that Clan Lavaland has little by way of gold, but I give the messengers some of our healing herbs, as Silas blessed us with abundance in our recent foraging. We would be a distraction if we came to the position itself. Our hunters arguing with the humans as they so easily do. Nevertheless, if you need aid, send word and we are with you. Darushala, keep up. Oh my god. Lavaland. Aww. Aww. Kotum Andraste. The secrets of Andraste. Let's see what we have. I need bees. I can send runners among the bands. If this weapon can help, it will be found. Jeez. My question is, why do you need bees? You know, Havara and the Valrayo market had the desired effect to a point. The censor's condemnation of the Inquisition was lost amid a flurry of speculation over the actions of Lord Lucius, as well as a divide in the opinions of the remaining Chantry clerics. There are, however, clerics still loudly denouncing the Herald of Andraste. The Inquisition could leave them to their speeches, but dealing with them before the Chantry electing a divine could be a benefit. Of course, it's a division. You can't really do bad with a spy-op game. You go in, you make it right. You listen to your fans and profit. Hard to fuck that up. Very hard to fuck that up. So I'm not hugely surprised that the division is doing pretty good. I was hoping it would, though. I always had a feeling about Anthem. As I said, Apex came out of nowhere, and it's kind of crushing any kind of development that goes into, well, that went into Anthem. It basically took it out back and shot it. Like, hey, no, you did. But yeah, Division 2 was always going to be better in terms, because it is a trusted series that people know that they can't fuck up. Just like, as I said, for GA4, you cannot fuck this up. The story is there for you, just follow the fucking story. All you have to do is follow the story. Andromeda had to be made from scratch. GA4 has an ongoing story. You cannot fuck it up. Yes. That's what I'm saying. You cannot fuck up DA4. It has its ongoing story. It's there already. You cannot fuck up something that is already there. It's already compelling. Let it flourish. Let it thrive. Make the gameplay at least good, suitable to the level of Dragon Age Inquisition, or Dragon Age 2 if you want to feel a little bit of Randy. But it's not that difficult. And just make it a good little bit of game to capstone the series. You cannot screw this up. It's impossible. The story is already there. That's why I'm saying I still have high hopes. I have high hopes for DA4. A story that has already been there. I mean, that's okay if you like DA2 better than Dragon Age Inquisition. But you have to admit that the ongoing story itself, it's just beautifully bookended. You can't fuck up a story. All you have to do is make sure that, you know, the gameplay isn't all that shit, and give us a little bit more to do, and just print fucking money. The game makes a good amount of money. Just let the game flourish on its own. Give it its time for development, and make sure that everything is smoothed out. And believe me, BioWare will make their money back. Believe me. This game had a Game of the Year edition. I've seen it. It's hard to fuck this up. Follow the actual story that was being told at the end of Dragon Age, at the end of this. And print money. You can't screw it up. It's impossible to screw it up. If they screw it up, then I am not touching another BioWare or EA game. Ever. Besides taking WWE 2K, which 2K develops the game, even though it does have the licensing for EA. No, it does not. Actually, never mind that. I'm not gonna touch a lot of EA games. I wouldn't touch it if they fuck up DA4. It's impossible. You can't fuck it up. You just can't. You fuck it up, that's basically on you. Well, no, they didn't cut out the ending of the game. The whole thing of Dragon Age Inquisition was to fight Corypheus. The ending of this game without the DLC gave you the end of Corypheus. You were invested in taking him out. That was an extended ending. That's what that was. It was an extended ending. And believe me, as a developer myself, and I know a lot about it, I've been learning, I can tell you this. To extend the ending was basically to show, hey, I wasn't really satisfied with the ending of this game, let me add on to something else, as basically like the ending to end all the endings. Because come on, this entire thing was not meant to sit there and say, hey, the ending of this game, having that. So they extended the ending. Which I agree does suck that we had to pay for it. But hey, we were all invested in figuring out what happened to Solus. it was only part of the main story due to the reveal of what happened to Solus. If you remember correctly, the game itself ended with Corypheus. The whole problem, they made their own other ending. If you remember correctly, people did demand to figure out exactly what happened with Solus. Why did he betray us? Why did he leave without not saying anything? So technically, it wasn't cut out on purpose. They didn't do that on purpose. They did it specifically to give an extended ending. Because remember, you gotta think, that DLC took a year after to get made and be released. Not saying that's not the best model. I'm not saying that's the best model for people to use. Believe me, not any concept. But the game did bookend with Corypheus, the guy you've been chasing, the guy that you were meant to kill, the main bad guy of the story. We were only shown anything that had to do with Solus at the very end of the game, when we saw him with who? I'm not gonna, spoil it for everyone who hasn't watched anything of mine, but you guys can go check that out if you guys want to. I have beaten the extended end of the game and the ending of the game as well. So, I see what you're saying. It does sound scummy, but it actually does something. I think they were setting up for DA4, but people wanted to see where it goes. So what happened, they gave us the start of the end of the game. The start of basically the search for what we do with DA4. Actually, I've got materials from them before. Plus, it's something to do. You were saying they don't give you materials? I believe they do give you materials. But I'm cheap. Well, but yeah, as I was saying, it wasn't that they cut out the actual story. It's that that at the beginning, well, at the end of the game, they wanted to set up for DA4. Fans didn't know that and wanted to know what happened to Solus. Well, as you've seen, they do give materials. Don't know why they didn't give you anything. I've always gotten materials from those three. Takes a while to kill them though. Alright. Whoa. I have not eaten all day. Right after this, I would say 10 minutes, I'm going to get something to eat. Oh god. My ribcage is basically telling off my stomach. Oh god. I hate when that feeling strikes you. Oh. Oh, cool. So, in conclusion, it was meant to be that way. It wasn't meant to be like, hey, let me withhold the DLC from the ending of the actual game to you. They were forced to basically hand out that game. And to be honest, it really didn't need to be forced. They were setting up for DA4 at the ending of the game to make sure that people were invested in finding what's going on in DA4, so they could see what happened with Solus and why he did what he did. But people really wanted to see the ending. They wanted to see what happened, so they released a hit jump cut of what happened. Remember, they said it was about what, 2 years after the ending of the defeat of Corypheus. So that means a significant time has passed, which could have been used in the next game to say, hey, this is what happened. And that could have been the start of DA4. A good big mystery. But you losing your hand, finding a way to actually gradually get a new hand back, go on about it, go to wherever you needed to go to seek allies and everything for the end of the world. Well, as I said, it's not that hard to follow. The lore itself is, you know, it is complicated, depending on where you see it. But what I can say is this: if they're bringing on veterans of Dragon Age to help create DA4, that's not going to be a problem. That's not going to be the case, and it's not going to be the reason why DA4 flops, even if it did. DA4, I still have high hopes. Again, as I said, you cannot fuck this game up. It's impossible. Like, this game, I could understand why some people would say it did terribly. Because Dragon Age Origins itself, it was a money printer to be made. They had to, you know, do a lot of this stuff, and they had to create something from the ground up. Then when it came for the sequel, Dragon Age 2, they made another parallel story that was running along your Grey Warden story. So yeah.
I don't understand. I thought we tried to like band this all together.
Well, love, yes. Because you do fall in love with these games, and you should, and that, as you notice that, and the extended ending of the game, your relationship with the character that you are with, like at the time when I first started the game, I was with Josephine, and it really highlighted how much, you know, how much care went in, and the possibility of the Inquisitor marrying Josephine, or the character that you do pick. So you could be marrying Cassandra, Sarah, all of them. Now, friendship, I can see, because you have to be, you know, really close with your teammates to get the exclusive everyone is there ending. Like, if you do not have your friendship with Blackwell on point, he leaves your party forever. If you do not have your, you know, your friendship on point with Iron Bull and the extended ending, he tries to kill you. I doubt that's what he meant. I seriously doubt that. I think you're kind of reading into what he has to say. Just a bit. Not saying you're fully reading into it, but you're reading into it a little bit. Love can be perceptive, my friend. Love is perceptive. It's on how you see it. I think that's what he meant. As for friendship, as I said, you have to have you gotta know and, you know, cherish your teammates to be able to do it, you know, to see the final ending. You have to be able to, you know, become friends with your team. Diversity. I'm an elf. and accepting that anyone can really do anything. Think about it. Think about what was said. It was unprecedented that the Herald of Andraste was an elf. You gotta be diverse, and it's teaching you, yeah, anyone can do anything to put your mind in. You see what I'm getting at? But I do see your point. It's not all about them. The story should take front and center. And how you do it and what you add to it afterwards, it's all on you. That's why I said you can't really fuck up this game. It's just too story driven. Ow! Maybe so, but I could see where his point was being made. That's what I meant. I could say I can at least see that a point was gonna be made regardless. You have to be able to accept some of those. That the 3 points does exist, but apparently he just doesn't know which end of the spectrum it should be on. I don't think he's gonna be the one that's bookending the story. If veterans of the story is coming back, then the person who made the original story for Dragon Age, I'm hoping, comes back. Let them do their work, and it's gonna be phenomenal. Cause yeah, some of the staff before Dragon Age Inquisition, they did leave. And if they are coming back for a day, Madar, I don't even think he's gonna be the one who's making the story. Even you said that there are vets from the original Dragon Ages that were coming back to do Dragon Age 4. And if that's the case, among them must be the storyboard writer for the game. Like, I know how long it takes to make a comprehensive story. Narrative director. Narrative director. He's not in charge of what the story entails. It's directing the story into the game. It's his problem. And I think that a veteran will take over that role. He is only the narrative director, I believe, for now. Because if he doesn't know the story or lore, then people are going to see that and it's going to fuck up the game. At least a little bit. You cannot fuck up this story. You cannot. I've said that once, I've said it, I'm going to say it a million times. You cannot fuck this up. It's impossible to fuck this up. If they fuck this up, then that's on them. Like, that's completely, arbitrarily on them. It's impossible to fail like this. So I do see what you're saying. So don't worry about that. I know exactly what you're saying. A constitution. Okay. Let me give 79. She can have the 180. Alright, Sarah. This will be fine. Vivi. She's fine. Okay. Soulless, keep her ice staff. Okay, that's fine. She has Bianca. She's the only one that needs the shield. I could do that. I only need 2 of those. So I do see what you're saying there, Mador, but I am optimistic. As I said, he may not be during the development of the game. So I am very confident. I am very, very confident. Because you really can't screw it up. It's impossible. They screw it up, then fuck. Hope they know a good backup plan. Let's be honest. Mage only, damn. Alright, I need to end the stream anyway. I need to end. And I will be back tomorrow playing a little bit more so we can get somewhere. So, hope you come back tomorrow. Do you have anything to say before I ship this off anyway? I mean, if you have any of the time, that'd be cool. I'll give it. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Hit that like button if you do like what you see, because I promise that these kind of things always happen. Oh, you can always find a little debate on the channel. You'll find something on the channel for you guys to like and enjoy. So, hit the like button. Have a little bit of fun. Anyway, if you guys like what you see, hit the like button and comment down below and tell me what you guys think. And if you guys are new, hit that subscribe button and that bell icon to get notified whenever I upload. Why? Because whenever the dragon got a game mode, steps into the world, you know there is fun to be had. There is fighting and dungeoning to be done, and you always know in the end, the dragon will always stand above the demons. Don't miss that bell. And please, by all means, keep your head on a swivel. But for now, thank everyone so much for watching the video, and if you guys like it, please smack the like button and show this boss, and share and subscribe for the glory of the dragon, so you too may become immortal. But from Dania to YouTube land to video games all over the world, I will see you Dragonlings in the very next episode. Peace, my friends. Good gaming, happy hunting, and I'll see all you Dragonlings back inside the world of Dragon Age. Hope you guys enjoyed today, and I'll see you guys next time. Some more Dragon action. Peace. Hope you guys enjoyed today. I'll see you guys tomorrow for a little bit more of action. I kind of woke up late, and I kind of feel bad that I'm only doing an hour, so that's why I'm spending out tomorrow as well. Putting our little Cuphead on hold as well. So, that's alright. Alright guys, enjoyed? I'll see you guys next time. Peace.